Hello, welcome to my channel. A month back, Pranesh had some Sri Lankan guests. So, when they got talking, Pranesh asked them about what meals they eat. And today's recipe is inspired by their talking, which is coconut chicken curry. I hope they are watching, and I want to say to them, thanks for the beautiful gift that they sent for me with Pranesh. We are going to give this chicken curry a try, and hopefully it turns out just like the Sri Lankan curry. Here I have a whole chicken that's 1.2 kg, which I cut and rinsed out. Then the ingredients that I'm going to use for my braising is 2 tablespoons of ghee, a large onion that I sliced, half a cup of desiccated coconut which I'm going to dry roast, 1.5 teaspoons of ginger garlic, and here for my spices I have a tablespoon of mixed masala, a teaspoon of dhania jeera powder, a teaspoon of hurdee, half a teaspoon of garam masala, and 1 teaspoon of chicken masala. For the taste, I'm using 1 heaped teaspoon of rough salt, but we will taste along the way. Then I'm using half a can of chopped tomatoes, and I'm using a can of coconut cream. Here I have some lovely greens. So we are using a little extra curry leaf and thyme, and I'm also going to garnish with my spring onions, and thereafter I'm also using 3 green chillies that I will slit, and I'm going to use the juice of half a lemon. And then to garnish I also got kasuri methi, which I'm going to use a 1/4 spoon. We are going to get started with our braising. I've got my heat on medium and my pot is just heated up. So firstly I'm going to throw in my desiccated coconut to dry fry. We will roast this till it starts turning color. It's been 4 minutes and my desiccated coconut has turned color, so I will remove this out from the pan. Now I am ready to braise my chicken. I'll add in my ghee to allow this to melt out. While my ghee is melting, I'm going to throw in my onions. Allow my onions to fry out soft. My onions are nice and soft, so I'm going to add in my ginger garlic. And then my green chilies, my curry leaf, and my thyme. To this I'm going to add in my spices. I'll give this a nice mix. I'm going to put in my chicken to the pan. This one chicken can feed 4 people. I'm also going to add in my salt to it and then allow the chicken to come to a fry. Ten minutes has passed, and here you go. Look how lovely the chicken has turned color, all the spice. So to this, I'm going to add in my African tomatoes and allow the tomatoes to cook out. Give this a nice mix. I will put the lid on and allow this to cook. 10 minutes has passed. My tomatoes are cooked out. Now I am ready to squeeze my lemon juice in. Mix up my curry properly. And this is my roasted desiccated coconut. You can also use the shredded coconut or the fresh coconut. Using fresh coconut will bring the curry to the next level. More beautiful taste. I poured my coconut cream into a small jug so I could stir it and I can be able to pour it easily. I will pour to see how much I need. So here I use 2/3 of the can. I think that's enough for the curry. We will give it another 3 to 4 minutes to thicken and cook out, and then we will garnish. We tasted our curry and the salt is fine, but because of the lemon that we used and the tomato, to cut the acid, we are just going to use a little bit of sugar, like a 1/4 teaspoon. Now my curry is cooked and the gravy is quite thick and I'm ready to garnish. Here I got a pinch of kasuri methi. I'm going to sprinkle it in and we taste it. It's perfectly tasty. Curry is looking lovely. It's more like we are in Sri Lanka now. So also garnished with my spring onions. This meal has taken about half an hour to cook. This is a good meal to make in the weekday. It will take you less than an hour to prepare and cook. And it's such a delicious meal. There's no way anyone can say no. We are going to get ready to serve. There you go. Your lovely Sri Lankan inspired coconut chicken curry. As you can see, it's looking so divine. And we served it on a fresh bed of rice You can also use basmati rice, will go very well. And on the side, we have some fresh salad to go with. That's the South African addition. I like this recipe, and it's good to try other curries from other countries, and we can also learn how they eat. It's sort of similar with a little bit of difference. So I hope you give this one a try yourself, which was quick and easy and quite tasty. You will really fall in love with the curry. Thank you all for watching. We will catch you all on the next recipe.
So it's later in the afternoon when we film this recipe, and my mom is just eating her supper, her early supper. Ma, tell them what you did with your Sri Lankan coconut chicken curry.
Yes, after emptying the pot, I left a few pieces of chicken and the gravy. I put in my rice, and this is the best way to catch a chow, is to make your rice hot in the same pot where the gravy is not wasted.
So nothing goes to waste in our house.
So nothing goes to waste, that's right. And I can eat from the pot because after all, I'm 65 and I won't be able to marry again. But your young people, don't ever do it because your wedding day will rain.
This is talking from experience.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my mom. And how was the taste of the curry? Did you enjoy it?
The taste was very unusual, something different to the taste, something very tasty. As a cook, I think this was the best. If any Sri Lankans are watching me, thank you all very much for the recipe.
All right. This is the end of the bonus.